Welcome back to the Express at Bright Nights in Stanley Park. You've got the train with the fun from the Mortal Coil Society. You've got the park decorated with millions of twinkling lights. And new this year, the North Pole. Yeah, featuring Santa and the Parade of Trees. Could life get any better? Well, it sure can if you like cooking, celebrity chefs, and live theater. Because they all come together as a recipe for success in this next story.
Come in the kitchen and we'll cook together and we'll go from there.
It's called a Celebrity Chef Cooking Class and is one of the most popular fundraisers for the Arts Club Theatre Company.
Can you turn on the veal cheeks, both on very low?
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Chef Jason Leazard of Bonita Restaurant prepares a delicious meal paired with wines in a private Vancouver home.
These are Fanny Bay oysters.
Guests purchase tickets and all proceeds go to support the Arts Club.
We've been around for 48 years now. We're very excited about the long time we've been in this community. And a lot of people don't realize is that we are very much a part of the community. In fact, this year alone, we'll be hiring over 200 artists for our season, all coming from our own city. Very pleased about those kinds of real connections that we can make with our community. Your participation really does support the Arts Club Theatre Company and the work that we do. So this kind of event for us helps give us more resources to actually help serve our community even greater.
I think it just gets people together and they're supporting a good cause and they actually get to learn too. Like instead of just going to a restaurant and eating, you're there with a chef and with a bunch of people talking about wine and food, why this food goes well with this wine, and get to see a few techniques to take home.
Cheers. Gantlarden Prospect Winery is a brand that really celebrates local, celebrates the Okanagan, 100% BC grown grapes, the BC produced wine, so it's a natural fit with the Arts Club Theatre Company, really to support local theatre here based in Vancouver, so it really is the perfect partnership for us.
Lisa Seed organizes all the Celebrity Chef cooking classes for the Arts Club.
I love everything about it. I've been doing this for 6 years. I've never missed a cooking class. I think that it's great to support the Arts Club, and it's also a great way to meet all these amazing chefs and try fantastic food and see these beautiful homes.
I think it's just a great fundraiser to do. I think we have to support as much independent and much art and culture in Vancouver that we can. 24-hour braised veal cheeks, we did them ahead of time.
I'm Kendall Harris in Vancouver for the Express.
And we scrape all the fat off, so they're just a nice lean cut of meat.
The next round of Celebrity Chef cooking classes will be in the spring of 2012. They do tend to sell out quickly, so you can get your tickets now at artsclub.com. They make great Christmas presents too. Now how about the present of some knowledge? We've got some spacey science featuring Newton's third law of motion up next.
Well, hello and welcome to the H.R. McMillan Space Center. I'm Cam Cronin.
Raminder Samra.
Bringing you another fantastic Science Express moment. Now, today we're going to talk a little bit about Sir Isaac Newton. He's a British guy, lived a long time ago, had a fantastic haircut, and he came up with 3 laws of motion. We're going to talk about the third law of motion. Now, this is for every action, there's an equal and an opposite reaction. In space, or rockets, or moving things, it's a little bit different in the sense that when a rocket takes off, it creates a fair amount of thrust, and that would be an action.
Yeah.
What would be the opposite reaction?
It moves.
It moves. Now, one of the misconceptions that happen here a lot at the Space Center, I get this question, is that it needs something to push against. So we're gonna try this out. We're gonna try launching a rocket here. A very simple rocket I'm gonna build out of a pop bottle and a little bit of special rocket fuel. It's gonna take off from here and hopefully shoot across this stage, and then we'll have a look at this issue that comes up, and we'll try another experiment and see if we can prove whether or not it's true or false. We've got a little bit of fuel in there. I popped this inside. We're going to pop this onto the piece here. Okay, so we've got the lights down a little bit. We've got people moved for safety, except for you, who are directly in the line of fire. So you just move over there, and we'll do a quick countdown. We'll launch this thing and see if we can prove Newton's third law of motion. Ready? We're going to go from 3, 2, 1, and... Reminder, obviously we had a successful rocket launch. When we're looking at Newton's third law, we had a big action, which was that explosion. We had an equal and opposite reaction, which was the rocket took off across the stage. But it was pushing against this, right? So it was either pushing against the cart, or it was, a rocket actually pushes against the ground, or it's pushing against something.
I would disagree to that.
So it doesn't need something to actually push against?
No, it's just, well, the rocket is moving by the gas itself escaping from the nozzle. So that's all it is. The gas is escaping, creating a reaction. The reaction is the rocket moving in the opposite direction.
We're going to try the same experiment again. We've got our bottle, we've got it filled with our explosives, but at this point, it's not actually pushing against anything. It's just sitting out here in the middle of the stage. So your theory being that it would still work just fine without actually anything to give it something to push off from. So let me grab some safety gear. Okay, so it's a little bit more dangerous because I'm out in the middle instead of behind the protective barrier, but I should be okay. I've seen it in a cartoon once. So let's try this again, and again, middle of the stage, we'll see what we do. I'll dim the lights, we'll fire this off to see if Raminder actually knows what he's talking about. 3, 2, 1, and... So, you know what?
It works.
You were right. Excellent. Yeah. Well, there you go. Newton's third law of motion works here on Earth, works out in space. It's a fantastic one. You'll find it in everyday life. And we know that it does work because Raminder proved it to both of us. For the Express here at the H.R. MacMillan Space Center, I'm a safe Cam Cronin.
I'm Raminder Samra.
And there you go. He actually is smart.
Something seasonal at the H.R. MacMillan Space Center, Christmas on the Coast. It's a planetarium holiday classic. It starts on December 17th. It features scenes from the Sunshine Coast and North Vancouver combined with holiday music. You're watching The Express, and we've got more from Bright Nights and these stories coming up.
The Rocket Prize of $50,000 is handed out each year.
The winner of the Shaw Rocket Prize. The Muse exhibit at Langara College. The Express, we are your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
Dear Children's Wish Foundation of Canada, thank you for sending me Rory the Lion. That means I'm going to get my wish, and that makes me really, really happy. Yesterday he was sad, but I told him it's okay, Rory. They'll make 2 more needles until my wish. I will send you pictures from the top of the Rocky Mountains. Love, Emily.
Imagine the difference a wish can make. Click on childrenswish.ca and give today.
Welcome back to The Express at Bright Nights in Stanley Park. This is such an awesome family event, and not only is it fun to check out all the amazing light displays, but also to check out the faces of the kids who are looking at the light displays. That's a big thing at Shaw. We have a commitment to supporting excellence in Canadian programming for children. One of the ways we do that is with the Shaw Rocket Prize.
The votes are in and the kids have spoken. The Canadian show Winging It Season 2 has been crowned the winner of the 7th annual Shaw Rocket Prize.
It's about an angel in training who comes down to Earth to get his wings, and he has to help this kid in high school become the most popular kid in school. And it's basically kind of like The Odd Couple meets Bewitched. And one of the important messages that I wanted to put in the show was that life is sort of in living, that even with a guardian angel looking over you, it can still be hard. You still have to try.
Part of the Shaw Rocket Fund, the Rocket Prize of $50,000 is handed out each year. 5 finalists were chosen by an international panel of judges, along with the most important votes of all. Children 12 and under chose their favorite program to come to the final decision.
For Shaw, this is a chance to really have a significant impact on children's programming, because I remember when Annabelle came to us and she had some great ideas, and she expressed that children's programming is probably the least focused on programming development in Canada, and so to the extent that we can have a real impact on children's programming, Canadian content, that's something that we aspire to, and I think we've had a meaningful impact on that. 4
scholarships were given out to children participating on the vote. Having the Shaw Rocket Fund is an integral organization to promote quality Canadian family programming.
People don't really understand that Canadian television producers are probably the best there is in the world. It's something that Canada does better than so many people. And people look up to Canada for that. So the opportunity here to let people see with their own eyes the quality of the shows, meet some of the people, talk to them, see what the challenges the industry has, and how we should be really, really proud of what Canada is doing.
Winging It Rocket Fund winners from Temple Street Productions couldn't be happier to win this award, especially because the award came from the kids.
Financing television shows in Canada is no easy task, and it can be a lengthy and difficult process. So it's always good to have bodies that support what we do and are there kind of at the ready, who care about the programming, but also are, have a critical eye. And so to get the support that we've received from Shaw over the years has been, critical.
Congratulations to Winging It and all the 2011 Shaw Rocket Prize nominees. For Shaw TV, I'm Lisa Wolansky.
Congratulations to the folks at Winging It. Looks like a fun show. I might have to set my PVR for that right after Dora the Explorer. And why not? Hey, we're all about family, community, and these days, Christmas. And that's where we're shining today's Express Spotlight. The Vancouver Christmas Market, located on the plaza at the Queen Elizabeth Theatre, features handmade gifts and tempting treats. Bring back the tradition of Christmas by choosing your Christmas tree as a family at the H&M Christmas Tree Lot. Afterwards, warm up around the open fire roasting hot dogs and drinking hot apple cider. The Christmas Boutique at Place des Arts offers shoppers the perfect place to find alternatives to mass-produced goods shipped from across the globe. And there's also the 14th annual Bright Nights in Stanley Park. It runs to January the 2nd, closed only on Christmas Day. Admission to the plaza is by donation to the BC Professional Firefighters Burn Fund. You do need a ticket for the train, and you can find out more online at vancouver.ca/parks. Thanks for watching The Express, only on Shaw TV. We're going to leave you with a look at the Muse exhibit that runs to December 15th, and we'll see you next time. Happy holidays.